It wasn't until the mid-1980s that the island of Providenciales, known locally as Provo, began to flourish as a tourist destination. It's the third largest and most developed of the Turks and Caicos Islands in the Caribbean. During the 1960s, twice-weekly shuttle flights from Florida ferried potential real estate buyers to the island. Today, Provo boasts its own international airport, flying visitors to and from the island from all over the world.
Royal West Indies is a beautiful resort on the famous Grace Bay Beach in Turks and Caicos Islands. And of course, Turks and Caicos Islands is now famous. A few years back, no one had really heard about Turks and Caicos. But Royal West Indies, it's an all-suite property comprising of studios, 1 bedrooms, and depending on the configuration, 2 bedrooms. We have in all of the units, which is unique compared to some of the other properties here on the island. They all have washers and dryers, which is a must when you're on vacation, and they all have kitchens. Now the studios have kitchenettes. The 1 bedrooms have full kitchens. So if you are a guest here staying at Royal West Indies, we cater to a lot of couples and families. And not everyone wants to eat out. Sometimes you just want to do a little bit of something in your room. And this is perfect. Royal West Indies has beautiful landscape. We're very famous for that. We have a lot of repeat customers. And again, we have the beach and of course our staff, which a lot of our guests come to know, and when they're back on island and they're staying at Royal West Indies, they're asking you for them as if, you know, they're family members and they come looking for them. The feel of the property, you stay here once and you want to come back because it truly has that feel of your home away from home. The rooms, in walking around the property, relaxing on the veranda, balconies, terrace, whatever you want to call them. It's just a quiet, relaxing property where I think for a lot of tourists, a lot of our guests, this is what they need after the hustle and bustle and going. When you want to relax, you come to Royal West Indies. We have a standalone restaurant. We serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The property has 2 pools, also 1 hot tub. We offer non-motorized water sports to our guests, and they are kayaks, hobie cats, and of course paddle boards. We have one of the best beach in the world, if I might say. When you visit the island, it's the beach. I would think it's the snorkeling. And you must take some of the tours, especially whether it's a half-day tour or a full-day tour, where you visit some of the other islands.
Getting around to see the other islands couldn't be easier. There's a number of tour operators providing daily excursions, and with all the Turks and Caicos Islands being this beautiful, it's no wonder people choose to sail and moor their boats and super yachts here. There are more energetic and interactive ways of exploring the island if you fancy it. Otherwise, jump on one of the tour boats, sit back and enjoy the views. Provo is surrounded by many uninhabited caves, which can easily be reached by one of the excursions or your own private boat. But if one visit to Provo isn't enough and you're in the market for some luxury real estate, then there's some exceptional properties to choose from.
We are in the center of the property. This is the center pavilion, and it's a communal spot for the whole family here, and they set up gorgeous dinners for over 20 people. The center swimming pool just serves as, you know, midday relaxing spot for everyone. We're on a private part of the beach. There's over 1,200 feet of frontage here, and we're on 7 acres of your own space, where you have full services, 5-star services that are available to you 24 hours a day. The island is self-sufficient. It's completely debt-free, which is very special for the Caribbean. And we really have an amazing staff. So we have a staff of 7 on property all the time. The center pavilion borders two mirror image villas, about 6,000 square feet apiece. There are 4 bedrooms, 4 masters, 3 swimming pools, a staff house, a yoga pavilion, and just the most amazing finishes, really, all connected with eBay decks. It's a Balinesian style by a renowned Balinese architect. The finishes are, you're going to see a lot of gorgeous walnut flooring, cedar, raw travertine, and coral stone. A lot of it is Donna Karan furniture, and it's impeccable. Everybody that's been through it loves it. This is another living room kind of hangout area for the family. There's 2 bedrooms on either side, both with en-suites. It's an amazing property. It's special because of where it is and obviously who's put it together. The lighting is perfected in here, so even at nighttime you can actually black the whole house out and then open it all up so it's all lit. If you were to recreate this, you'd be looking at about $1,500 a square foot to rebuild. So it's very, very costly to put something like this together, and it took years to get it right. Right now we're in the master bedroom. Upstairs you have 360-degree views from here. The windows are impeccable. And again, it's somewhere where you can come, relax, you can put all the shades down and be completely dark, or you can open it and it'd be completely open to the elements. Very important that it was kept, minimalist and just gorgeous and flowing throughout. The bathtubs are about 8 feet. They're very, very big and at the same level as the floor. So when you go in it and it's filled with water, one, you have, again, 360-degree views and views of the ocean, but you can, lay down and practically swim in it. We do have some shopping. There's duty-free shopping. There's some great boutique-y shops on Provo that you could go to for sure.
Most of the boutique shops are around the Grace Bay area of the island, where you'll also find a number of alfresco restaurants and cafes. And if you'd rather buy fine wines rather than the latest designer handbag, then how about taking home a bottle of Dominio de Pingas or a Chateau Lafite Rothschild?
If you are a little bit adventurous, you can be out on the boats, go out on the quads, go out on the buggies along the beach where you won't see another soul for miles.
The tours are possibly the most fun way of getting around and exploring the unspoiled beaches around Provo, and a great way to observe some of the island's wildlife. The tours take in Pelican Point, where you can spot pelicans, the country's national bird. You'll also head to some of the most secluded beaches on the island and enjoy a secluded swim in the sea. It's great fun, and if you've spent most of your holiday lazing around the pool, this excursion will certainly wake you up.
The most important thing is that you have a gorgeous, calm atmosphere to just relax by the ocean. You have your own piece of paradise and you're not going to see another soul.
But if you want to, and the bride has encouraged you to be a little more active, how about a round of golf?
We have the only golf course, I would think, in the whole Turks and Caicos Islands right now. Future developments coming might have it, but right now there is just one. And we do have some avid golfers. And there's also a tennis court next to the golf course. So for those family members who are traveling with the golfers and they play tennis, they can also organize tennis lessons or tennis with those pros that they have there as well.
Yes, Provo is an incredibly relaxing holiday destination, but with the numerous boat excursions, rides, golf and tennis courts, plus the miles and miles of reefs to explore, there's more than enough to keep the most energetic of travellers occupied. But if you are looking for a beautiful beach to lie on and rest for a week, then Provo definitely has a sun lounger with your name on. Welcome to the northwest of France and a gastronomic tour around the region of Brittany, where we'll be tasting crêpes in the university city of Rennes and oysters in Cancale. We'll also be touring some of the country's most beautiful countryside and seaside towns. But first, Rennes, a thriving metropolitan city and the 10th largest in France. Its history dates back more than 2,000 years, at a time when Rennes was a small Gallic village named Condat. Today, it's a thriving tourist destination and a great place to explore the Brittany region from. The very stylish and elegant Balthazar Hotel is a new addition to the city and already popular with tourists and locals alike.
It's a new hotel, first of all. We are now celebrating the first year of the hotel, and it's something very new also for me because I'm just arriving as a general manager in this hotel. The general feeling and the spirit of the hotel is just like at home. When you come in, we really want our clients to feel like at home. When you stay in the lobby, at the bar, or even at the restaurant, you feel like just if you are visiting a friend. The Balthazar is the only 5-star hotel in Rennes, in the area. It's not a big hotel. We have only 56 rooms and suite, so everyone can find a place and feel like at home. As I've seen many times, when the clients are coming inside, it's attractive. They want to see the garden, so they cross the lobby and they say, "Wow, what a nice place! I want it at home."
The courtyard garden is a fabulous feature of the hotel. Yes, it's small, but it's definitely not lacking in personality. There is in fact an almost magical secret garden atmosphere about it, with lights and candles seemingly suspended in mid-air and tall water features adding to the cool, relaxing ambience. The garden's theme is fun and quirky, and guests quickly forget they're in the middle of a busy French city.
Rennes is a very dynamic city. There are a lot of students. There are, I think, 4 or 5 universities in the city, and it's also a very dynamic economic city in France, and it's famous for that. We will be connected with the new TGV line in 1 hour and a half to Paris, so that will change a lot of things also. So Rennes is not the biggest city in France, of course, but it's one of the most dynamic cities in France, and very friendly, and it's at night it's living. Most of the people find it, yes, good. Some people say it's too noisy, but I would say it's living, and that's the most important. With the students, there are a lot of bars, cafes, restaurants in the city, of course. It gives this feeling that it's a young city, and it's not so usual in France.
Despite its young feel, there's still plenty of history and historical buildings to explore, although many of the beautiful medieval timber-framed structures were destroyed in a large fire 2 days before Christmas Day in 1720, with 900 burning to the ground in just 1 week. Most of the buildings were rebuilt in stone, which today house many of Rennes' most popular eateries, namely crêperies. The Saint-Georges is one of the city's more stylish, where every crêpe on the menu is named after a famous George, such as George Washington, Boy George, and George Clooney.
if you look in the details, you will notice that a lot of furniture coming from great designers. So it's not so simple. The owner of the hotel, who participate to the hotel decoration, wanted to do. You can notice that it's not really just like at home. You've got nice signatures on the furnitures, and so it's not exclusive, but it's something. I think it's really in the way the customer of this kind of hotel want today. Something you can live in very easily. We are just like a monument now in Rennes. I've seen many times some people coming in or stay outside and taking pictures from the lobby. So it's just like a monument.
An hour's drive from Rennes is the walled city of San Malo. There's a beach which locals and tourists enjoy in the summer months, as well as an outdoor lido that captures the cool sea when the tide's out. The city's on 2 levels, street and up a walkway, that sits on the top of the perimeter walls, and it's a stroll that many tourists enjoy, stopping to admire the views and take photographs. St Malo's a lively city, with alfresco dining on virtually every street and an abundance of shops, simple cafes and smart restaurants to choose from. The city you see today was rebuilt between 1948 and 1960, after much of it was destroyed during the Second World War by American shelling and bombings and British naval gunfire. After an afternoon exploring St Malo, a relaxing spa treatment back at the Balthazar Hotel is a perfect way to round off the day. There's 4 treatment rooms, including a double room for the ultimate in romantic pamper sessions. There's also a sensory pool with power jets to target tired muscles, as well as a steam room, jacuzzi, sauna, and an ice fountain and shower experience. The subtle, low-level, gentle lighting helps guests unwind even further, with deck chairs placed around the pool for visitors to lie back and relax after their treatments. The Balthazar has become so popular in Rennes that the restaurant is often fully booked at the weekends. So it's worth pre-booking an evening meal well in advance of your stay. Like the lobby, the interior design is modern, with soft tones and subtle lighting. Books and retro toys add to the hotel's homely feel, and the food, prepared by a Michelin-starred chef, isn't overly fussy.
It's something simple. We call it return from the market. That means that we cook only what we have, what we find on the market or with our local producer. So that means here you won't find strawberries in January. We have excellent strawberries in Brittany, but only in summer. So you can have it only in summer, and that's the same for the rest. So that means we have a short card. We don't want to have many things on the card of the restaurant, but we really, and the chef Anthony is looking for the best produce and the best producers in the area, and so he does his own market twice a week, and it's amazing to come with him and to see exactly his vegetable producer, and that's a good part of the job.
This market menu is a blend of local seasonal ingredients, traditional French cooking methods worked with a modern twist, and with a Michelin-starred chef at the helm, every dish tastes amazing. If your taste buds crave something similar, then the quaint seaside town of Cancale is the place to head. Oysters are sold on plastic plates for food lovers to enjoy sitting on the sea wall, while pondering where next to visit in this magnificent Brittany region of France.